The Gauteng provincial government has launched a new initiative to ensure that businesses are compliant with legal and regulatory requirements. The Fix Your Business campaign targets small and medium enterprises that require assistance. SABC News economics reporter Liabo Setho is tracking that story for us.
The Gauteng provincial government has invited the media today to come and witness the launch of the Qondisi Shishini Lakho, or loosely translated in isiZulu or isiXhosa, whichever Nguni language, means that fix your business. The office of the MEC of Finance and Economic Development, Lebogang Maile, is here alongside with other stakeholders within the provincial government to come and conduct inspections and to also see if businesses, particularly small businesses that are operating within the Tembisa area. We are here at the Winnie Mandela area, just next to Pumlani Mall, to see if they can be helped with legal compliance, and so that they're able to serve the community of Tembisa better, and also for them to see if they can actually lend a hand to the broader economy, particularly the township economy. MEC Maile is with me here, and he'll give us details of what we can expect today. Thank you so much, MEC, for your time. Tell us about what we can expect and what brought about this campaign. There's already a campaign that is running. Tell us about what the significance of this one is.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having us. Today we're joined by members of the mayoral committees from different municipalities. We are joined by the South African Police Services. We have the District Commissioner, General Stolle. We've got the provincial traffic and the traffic wardens. We've got the Metropolis. We've got other stakeholders, including civil society, because we are launching a very important program about people fixing their businesses and being encouraged to comply. As you know, that every Thursday in our country is dedicated to what is now known as Operation Shanyela, to fight crime. Our contribution as the economic cluster is that you can't fight crime in isolation from dealing with economic challenges. As you know, in certain instances, though it's not an excuse, people commit crime because of poverty, because of hunger, because of unemployment. So we want to send a message today that as we fight crime, we also are busy dealing with economic opportunities and challenges. We want people who've got businesses to adhere and comply, because there are a lot of advantages and there are a lot of opportunities for businesses that are complying and businesses that are operating legally. In that way, we'll be able to deal with issues of unemployment, we'll be able to deal with the issues of economic growth and other economic challenges.
If there's a time that we saw the issue of non-compliance rear its head, was during the COVID lockdown, where we saw that the money that was extended to businesses as relief, they were not able to get that simply because they were not compliant. However, there are those who say in different corners of the SME landscape that perhaps SMEs are over-compliant, or the regulation, they're over-regulated. Do you think there is an opportunity that laws could be relaxed, particularly when it comes to those that try to start small businesses?
I think what we must be clear is to agree that there has to be a constant engagement between government and the SMMEs, so that if there is over and sometimes unreasonable requirements for compliance, we should be able to be clear which are those areas, so that we are not just generic and we get to a point where people do wrong things and use over regulation as an excuse. I don't think we should use that as an excuse, and it is for that reason that we are now going out to the SMMEs to say to them, where do you have problems, how do we help you? Because a developmental state must be proactive and must also engage SMMEs. We must be rehabilitative and not punish people in case they don't know certain things or they claim they don't know. We must be proactive. That's why even with the presence of the police today, we are not saying we are going to punish, and hence the message has been, you deal with crime, but you don't forget and ignore dealing with economic opportunities.
Yeah.
That's why today we have the police as well.
So draw a picture for me of exactly what will happen. You get to a business and you find that perhaps they don't have certifications to be selling food. What's your plan of action? Do you, with the people that are here with you, your entourage today, what do you close them down? Do you give them warning? How do you handle it?
Yeah, that's why we've got, for instance, the MMC. She's responsible for community safety. The general is responsible for South African police. We also have people from the health department, people from other different, so they know what needs to happen. For instance, you've got people from the liquor board here. You might get somebody who's got an illegal permit. It's illegal, so it means we must confiscate, close it, and then explain to the person what is the process.
Right.
Because being rehabilitative does not mean we must allow illegality. Because we are not law enforcement officers. We have asked the law enforcement officers to be with us so that we don't act as law enforcement officers when we don't have that prerogative, when we don't have that mandate. For us, we are here to communicate, to engage, but also improve relations with the communities. And when we move from here, we are going to Rabasutu Hall. At Rabasutu Hall, you are going to get all different government agencies for funding, registering company, registering on government database, how to tender, how to do all these different issues. That's why we are also inviting those that will be visiting their businesses to come and join us at Rabasutu Hall so that we can engage with them.
My short drive around Winnie Mandela, I saw that a lot of businesses are already closed. I counted a total of only 2 that were open. How do you plan to deal with those ones?
Yeah, it's because they probably think that we're here to just punish them. And you might find that some of them don't have major issues. But of course, you might find that there are those with major issues. One of the interesting statistics that we were given by the police is that I think just over 300 spaza shops that we have here, just over 240 of those are owned by foreign nationals. So the question is, are those foreign nationals documented or not? And if they're not documented, the police must enforce the law. The police must act. But if they're documented, it's fine. We want to have a discussion, find out how are they working with our people and how are they operating. So today we are not relaxing the law. We don't have that authority to relax the law. It must be clear. That's why we are with the police. The law must be implemented to the latter consistently on a daily basis. Otherwise, we end up with the situation that we are at now, where people think that they can shoot at the police, where people think that they can extort money from businesses, where people think that they can kill willy-nilly. We're here to reinforce the message that the police must be respected, the police must take charge, and the police must act decisively without any fear or favor.
Yeah. Quickly, 2 side issues that are not related to today. There's the community of Gauteng that's watching you today and thinking, have you been able to engage them on the NEF's Spaza Shop matter that they have been complaining about? And you also wrote a letter to the governor, to the Reserve Bank governor, asking for recuse for one business owner. Have you received a response from that?
Yes, we met with the governor. And what we were saying to the governor was that can the Reserve Bank be rehabilitative? Because the said business owner, the drip owner, had or he was engaged in a transaction through a foreign, I think, exchange, through foreign exchange. And there's a foreign exchange regulations that were not adhered to. So as a result, his money was withheld. And all we were saying to the governor is the way that the Reserve Bank can help him understand what to do so that he can do that and he can get his money back. The governor's response was positive, and the governor believes that indeed the Reserve Bank has to be rehabilitative without breaking the law. So the governor is clear that if small businesses break the law, they will intervene, but small businesses must be proactive and approach the Reserve Bank where they don't understand. And we are happy that the governor's attitude is that they would want to help small businesses, and in this case they helped. The Katlehong issue, that fund you are referring to, I think it's not just Katlehong. There's several other people, and there's a fund that was established by the department just before I came, called Mnoto Fund, which has not been distributed as yet. That's one. But two, I think there's other stakeholders like Absa Bank, which are involved. And three, the committee that is responsible for distributing those funds includes other external stakeholders, not just government stakeholders. But four, I have committed that we will engage those stakeholders, because there are a lot of issues about funding for small, medium enterprises. And one of the things that we will be doing is to explain how are we going to deal with that comprehensively and in an integrated way to ensure that we deal with the issue, because it's a challenge that affects big and small businesses. It does not affect small businesses only. And that's why there are a number of things we are doing, which we will speak to you about on a different day.
MEC, I'll be following you around to see how you conduct your business today, but thank you so much for your time. I've been speaking to the MEC for Finance and Economic Development, Lebgang Maile. They're launching the Kondisa Ishishini Lakho campaign, which lastly translated Fix Your Business. They'll be going around and we'll be following them to see how they do this. He did explain the process, but we're also looking forward to going to the Rabasotho Hall, not far from where we are, to see how the different agencies of government can help the businesses to perhaps get set up. I did see earlier on when I went there, there was a tent for the CIPC, and there's definitely funders there to see if small businesses in particular can at least have that one-on-one engagement with the agencies, and to see if they can indeed get their business compliant and working and trading in a lawful manner. And with that, I'm handing over back to you in studio.